This has the possibility to change everything. Sheldon Keefe spoke out about his forward, Dawson Mercer. We're going to chat a little bit about it, wing or center for Dawson Mercer. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Devil's Digest. I'm your host, Ryan the Goose Gosiker, here with you, as always, bringing you the latest, greatest Devils content. Before we get into the program, I want you to be a subscriber to the channel, okay? It's your one-way access point to get all the latest breaking news, videos, everything like that, trades, post-game reports, all that good stuff. So we want this not subscribe number to be a little bit lower, okay? And the subscribe number we want as close to 100 as possible. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into the program, okay? Today I want to talk about the decision about Dawson Mercer as a winger, Dawson Mercer as a center, okay? It's an interesting debate to me, okay, in a year that I think we can all agree, whatever you think of Dawson Mercer, this is really the year, okay? This is the year either you're solidifying that you think he stinks, okay, or you have this belief, kind of like what I have, is that I think this year he could have a big year, okay, and one that is monstrous for New Jersey in the sense of not, and I'm not saying he's putting up 100 points. What I'm saying is he gets that 50-point plateau, okay, and he's able to really help this roster out as they continue to grow and develop and try to get past where they got last year, which was the first round, okay? The Devils, need to have a really good season in order to continue to prove that, this core should stay together and all that good stuff. Guys like Dawson Mercer have to assist in that, okay? And I think he's due for a big year. Okay, and let's get into the conversation. Okay, so this tweet came out. As for Dawson Mercer at 3 center, Keefe says he still sees him starting the season on the wing. Then chuckled and says Mercer keeps reminding him of that as well. So clearly Dawson Mercer would like to play the wing a little bit more than the center position. And I think I said it. I don't know. A couple videos ago probably. I can't remember all of them, but. I think it was one I was doing about the lineup specifically. I would put Dawson Mercer on the line with Jack and Jesper because I think, if something's bothering Jack or even just a good situation where you want to get him out of the center circle, you can do that. You have a guy who takes faceoffs in Dawson Mercer there on your wing. And then, it slides guys like Andre Palat down the line, Stefan Noesen when he returns from injury. So I just think it's interesting to the point of, this makes a lot of sense to me. And I want to know if it makes a lot of sense to you. So please feel free to drop a comment and let us know what you're thinking. I know you guys do, and you guys are very active participants in the Devil's Digest community, and we appreciate that. Okay, and we want your continued support. Okay, should Dawson Mercer be a winger? Should he be a center? Okay, I think the other component of this, and then just here's what Dawson's contract looks. We know the $4 million per year. Okay, but and this is his career point totals, and you see 2022, 2023, he was awesome. The Devils were awesome. And he hit 56 points, okay? So if we can find that Dawson Mercer again, that would be really good. And look at his plus-minus. I mean, I know plus-minus isn't the end-all, be-all, but look at the plus-minus in the season that he really exploded. 22. His other ones, minus 25, minus 26, and plus 4. Okay, so there is an outlier here, okay? And if Dawson Mercer can find the outlier and make it his regular, okay, the Devils are going to be in really good shape. And then I also found this interesting. This was kind of, what the Devils' regular season forward group could look like here, okay, in terms, and maybe some of the guys in the bottom are interchangeable a little bit, okay, and then, I don't know if you're going to have Gritsu start with the Hughes and Bratt line, okay, but you never know, right? These guys are battling, they're competing, and they're playing hard, okay, so, this obviously... this has Dawson Mercer as the 3C. We know Dawson, clearly from this statement right here, Dawson doesn't want to play center. He would love to play the wing. And, I think Glendening has played really well. He's pushing for a roster spot with this team, okay, trying to make things interesting, okay, because if guys step up in that 3 to 4C role, then that's going to be, that will propel New Jersey, and allow them to do things like put Dawson Mercer at the wing. Okay? It's just, I think it's the most beneficial thing for the team if they continue to get the support from these depth pieces that Tom Fitzgerald has brought in. Really is just a competing group. Okay? But, obviously Sheldon Keefe wants to start him on the wing, okay? But you can only do that if you're getting guys in that 3 to 4C role stepping up. It's just, you have to, you need that in order to put Dawson on the wing. So I think, based on how things have gone in the preseason, I think the Devils are going to get that, to be honest. So I think we should see Dawson Mercer on the wing. And I think that's good news for New Jersey. And like I said, I would put him on the Hughes and Bratt line and just see how he meshes. He can take faceoffs every once in a while, all that good stuff. So we'll see how that continues to go. All right. And, we're getting closer and closer, ladies and gentlemen, to the season. So I just want to give you all a heads up. Aiden and I are going to do a live, within the next week. Okay. Probably this weekend. Just to kind of get you guys ready for the regular season, get everybody fired up, okay? Because it is hockey season, and I have to say this. I'm extra fired up for hockey season. I'm a Met fan. Season just ended. Giant fan. Malik Neighbors hurt. So what do I really have to look forward to? New Jersey Devils hockey. So it's going to be fun. We're going to do like a whole season preview. It's going to be really fun and exciting, and I just can't wait. I can't wait. Hockey is, hockey's the best time of the year. It's all starting, right? We got the MLB playoffs, we got hockey starting, we got football going on all at the same time. The NBA is going to start up soon too. But for our purposes, okay, I can't wait for hockey season to roll around because, again, I think there's, there's an upsetness level, if that's even a word. There's an anger about what Tom Fitzgerald has not done this offseason, okay, and rightfully so. But you're still looking at a roster that last year, when healthy, and again, I know that is the biggest component to this team, is can they stay healthy? If they could stay healthy, then we'll see what they can be, okay? But we know that if they are healthy, they are up there with some of the top teams in the league, and we know the Eastern Conference just got a little bit more wide open with the Barkov injury, okay, and Kachuk's going to be out for half the season. So the Devils, if they can stay healthy, and I know it's the biggest if, I know, I get it, okay, but let's see what the Devils are made of. I can't wait for hockey season. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think about the whole Dawson Mercer wing or center conversation. And we want you to be a subscriber, as always, to the channel. We need your help of reaching our goal of 1,000 by opening night. And man, it's just a blast talking to you guys, and I appreciate you for listening, for watching, however you're consuming this content. We appreciate you here in the Devil's Digest community. So we'll catch you next time on Devil's Digest.